like the first chapter, you open up talking about that famous press conference. You know, you're talking about practice, you know what I'm saying? So for you to begin your book with that moment, that must mean that that moment has been kind of heavy on you for a minute, you know what I mean? But when you read deeper in the book, you find out that like during that moment, you was also dealing with a heavy loss. You know, you lost your best friend like soon before that, and you were kind of like mentally processing other things outside of basketball that led to you making those statements. That must have been like heavy on you to kind of share that.
Definitely. And for you to bring it up, like that's why I love you so much. You know what I mean? Just know me, and it's probably similar to Philant. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean? So
I know what it's like.
So it was devastating for me. That was my man. Me and this dude was so tight, bro, that when I got married, we went on a honeymoon. Him and his wife went on a honeymoon with us.
Damn, that's hard.
You know what I mean? Like this was my dog. This was my man, and he had got killed that summer, and it was crazy because my kids were going through a lot, and my wife was going through a lot. Like she'd go out in the streets, and people would say, tell your husband don't leave. I never wanted to leave Philadelphia. Tell your husband don't leave.
You never wanted to leave Philadelphia.
Never, man. Never.
So what happened?
I'll get to that, but
Read the book.
yeah.
Goddamn.
But the practice situation was, my kids was going to school. Tell your daddy don't leave, tell your daddy don't leave. And it was weighing on me. All my fans, like, don't leave, don't leave. And I'm like, man, I don't have no control over it. You know what I mean? I don't want to go anywhere. So they called me in the office one day. And they was like, look, you're not going anywhere. You're not getting traded. So I was like, damn, I was so happy. I was like, look, can we call? I was going through all the shit with Ra passing. And I'm trying to heal from that. So that was one of the bright moments, you know what I mean, for me, when they called me in the office. And, I said, yo, we got to call a press conference. We called a press conference. We go in the press conference. I come in there, I'm on cloud 9. You know what I mean? I can't wait to tell the world I'm not going nowhere.
Atlanta people disrespectful to hell. You know what I'm saying? See, like,
I get in there. I mean, like it went left fast. You know what I mean? So this dude, I was kind of ignoring it at first. If you look at the whole press conference,
right.
And when you got beat writers, some dudes like you end up thinking they're your friends because you're around them every day, but them dudes got a job. And
they were really trolling before trolling was trolling.
Right, there you go, there you go. So they got egos, and a dude will come up to you after practice and be like, yo, AI, let me get this exclusive. And I'm like, man, I'm tired, I'm going home, you know what I mean? I'm going to my family, you know what I mean? I probably been out all night or whatever, and you know what I mean? So I'm ready to go home after practice.
This is the time I should get some rest.
I done ran all the Dom Perignon out my system, you know what I mean? I'm tired, I'm ready to go home, and then you might have told one of them dudes no. So they hold grudges. So this one joker just kept on, man, but such and such practice. And what about this with practice? And I'm like, yo, we not here for that. I thought we were here to talk about the fact that I wasn't going anywhere. You know what I mean? But you trying to start some shit. So, and like if I could do it over, which I wouldn't, you know what I mean?
That was important for us to see.
But back then, like when people would say it to me on the street, I would get mad because they didn't know what I was going through. Now, 20-something years later, you know what I mean, is a different story. Dudes, I'm like, damn, all the shit I accomplished in my career, and somebody walk up to me and say, hey, we talking about practice. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't gonna say we talking about top 75 all time that ever played the game. We ain't talking about Hall of Famers, scoring titles.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I lost it. You know what I mean? Practice. We talking about practice? You know what I mean? Not the game. You know what I mean? And I just lost it, and I couldn't control it because my PR lady that I shout out to Karen. I love you. She was telling me like, Alan, like, come on, like, And I was like, no, fuck that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just kept practice, just whatever. And now, this many years later, it's a legendary Rant.
Yeah.
But that's where it all came from.
Right.
So it was. I was dealing with a heavy heart.
That boy went
and I
Kanye
was
before
happy at the
Kanye.
same-
You hear what I'm saying?
So that's where the practice Rant came from.
Hey, man, we love you for it, man. Be honest with you.